Hello, everybody. Gonna talk to you today about a state park in very southern New Hampshire, right by the Massachusetts border, called Rhododendron State Park. This is a small park, but there are the lot's actually pretty big, could hold a number of cars. The peak time for the blooming of the rhododendrons is supposed to be mid-July, according to the sign. I was actually here in late June. Too early for that, although there were some mountain laurel blooming, but there's not a lot of that in there. It's mostly waiting on these rhododendrons. So if you want to see the flowers, you're probably going to want to come in July. However, it's an interesting walk anyway. The rhododendron trail itself, the loop trail, is pretty short. You're going to go through some tunnels and things like that. I'll show you a video of that in a moment. And it also connects to other trails, though. The trail it connects that I took was called the Little Monadnock Trail, which takes you up to a lookout. And we'll go more through that. So there's some places you'll have to kind of crouch down as you're walking through here. I'll walk through a little section so you can see what it's like. Coming up into an opening. See, a lot of mountain laurel out that way. This side too. There's a lot of it. And we're going to go back into. So those tunnels are pretty cool. There's a couple of those rhododendron tunnels like that you walk through when you're doing the loop trail. The loop trail isn't very long, but then you're going to come to a place where you can go right, and you can go on to the Little Monadnock Trail, which is going to take you up to a lookout. The lookout's not great, but it's probably a trail worth doing if you're there anyway and you have time. So I think this trail, the Little Monadnock Trail, should be called the Newt Highway. I have seen now more than a dozen of these little guys out here walking around. Zooming on. So please do me a favor, guys, if you're out here hiking, look down at your feet. These little guys, there's enough moisture and low areas, even up here at higher elevation, that they're able to find temporary bodies of water to breathe in. And then we're in late June right now, and everything's starting to dry up. These guys are probably making their way onto land, and eventually one day they'll return to the. So I read a review of the trail before I went on, and it said that when you turn left, when you get up near the summit, there really wasn't much of a view up there. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't try to turn left. I turned right, which I think was like a Metacomet trail or something. Don't quote me on that, but it's pretty obvious where you turn right. And there was some views there, but it was very cloudy the day I was there, and it wasn't the greatest views anyway. So it was a good hike, a short hike. It was a little bit of elevation gain, but it's not bad. But the views, at least from where I was looking, weren't the best. Maybe if I would have continued on even further to the right, or maybe if I went to the left, maybe I would have seen something different. So, but anyway, it's worth walking up there. And just to close this out, I'm going to show you guys a couple of some irises and some birds I saw, a couple days before.